Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Breed Field, home of Lynn English Classical St. Mary's softball teams. English taking on Melrose, and English just turned a double play. They're taking on Melrose. English looking to make it two in a row. Tobin, I do not have first names. They gave me a roster, but only last names for Melrose. They're 2-1 coming in. English 1-1. Their first game against Medford was canceled, so I guess they're going to make it up later because it wasn't forfeited. But Tobin led with a base hit, stole second. Grove lined out to the shortstop. English turned a double play. They get out of the inning. And English will look to take the lead here in the bottom of the first. Behind you, Pinero, the catcher, leads off. Kate Johansson, the shortstop, bats second. Gracie Malloy will play first and bat third. The pitcher, Ariana LeBoy, hits in the cleanup spot. Jari Perez, the third baseman, hits number 5. Batting sixth and playing center field, Ariana Reynoso. The designated player, Alyssa Sierra, hitting for the right fielder, Amali Fresco, will hit number 7. Briella Guanci, the left fielder, hits number 8. And Deverly Guzman, the second baseman, hits in the number 9 spot. So this is Pinero, the catcher, leading off. And she does everything lefty. Left-handed catcher, left-handed hitter. And we actually have a left-handed battery. That doesn't happen very often. The boy on the mound throws lefty. The catcher throws lefty. High and tight for a ball. Sleeper on the mound for Melrose. It looks like a beautiful day out here. Blue skies, a couple of clouds. Sun is shining brightly. There's just enough of a breeze to make it a little bit uncomfortable. Not as bad as it's been with the ice cold weather. So hopefully we're getting there. We did the English boys baseball game the other day. I was hoping I was back in a hockey rink instead of outside doing a baseball game. High and tight for a ball. Ashley Aldridge doing an excellent job coaching this girls softball team. Goes the other way and fouls it off. Popped up, and it's going to go over the English dugout out of play. So Pinero making Sleeper work on the mound. Swing and a miss. Sleeper wins that one with a strikeout. This is a huge Melrose team. They have 11 subs, and that's considering that they're batting 10. They have a designated player. We haven't had designated players in the first couple of games, but both teams have designated players today. That means Melrose has 21 players dressed. In for a strike. Kate Johansson, the shortstop, is the hitter. Foul to the backstop. Line shot into left field. It skips past the left fielder all the way to the fence. Johansson is going to keep going. She's in standing up with a triple. Left fielder went over to the line to get it. It took a bad hop, went over her glove. Way down in the corner. Johansson scurries around to third. And Gracie Maloney can get an RBI. She's the first baseman for English, looking to at least put the ball in play and get Johansson home and give English a lead here in the first inning. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Johansson got all of that one, a line shot. Strike three call, that's a big strikeout. So 2 away now with the runner at third. Adriana Leboy can help herself. And for some reason, Coach Smith, the head coach for Melrose, comes out and switches, puts the left fielder in center and the center fielder in left. Waves at the pitch for strike one. Down and away. Nice stop by the catcher, Albuha. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Swing and a miss. English one swing of the bat from getting a lead. Sleepo one strike away from getting out of it. Down and away, we get deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hit foul. Out of play. Strike 3 called. So Sleeper gives up a triple. English look like they make it on the board first with a runner at third, 1 out. But Sleeper strikes out the side, gets the last 2. Johansson is left at third, and we've ended the first inning the way we began it. English nothing, Melrose nothing at the end of 1. This is the designated player, Jones, leading off. Way inside for a ball. Drop foul towards the English bench. Chase, that pitch was way over her head. The boy gets a strikeout. High for a ball. right to the first baseman. Easy play for Malloy. Just a little tapper. 2 up, 2 down. This is interleague softball. English taking on Melrose. English obviously in the Greater Boston League. Melrose, I think it's the Middlesex League, but I'm not sure. Swing and a miss. This is Albuha, the catcher, or Albuha. Popped up out of play. Quickly 0-2. English's win, see, they're looking for 2 in a row. The last win took a month to play. English scored 32 runs. They gave up 20, 52 runs. Swing and a miss for strike 3. LeBoy gets 2 strikeouts. A 1-2-3 inning for LeBoy and the Lady Bulldogs. English again will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. Jari Perez, Ariana Reynoso, and Alyssa Sierra. 3 hitters to face Sleeper, who will start her second inning. Chilly day here at Breed. With the sun out, but the breeze. When the breeze stops, it's comfortable. I'm watching Melrose, their bench players go out in the outfield and loosen up between innings, and they cover a lot of territory. They got 11 subs, 21 players dressed. There are teams that are trying to get young ladies to play softball. Melrose has got an army. Coach Smith from Melrose. Ashley Aldridge. Ashley does a terrific job, English, helping out with at the basketball games, the hockey games. She's a vital part of the English athletic programs. So Jari Perez, pretty good basketball player, will lead it off. Sleeper gave up a triple, but she struck out the side and left the runner at third. Down and in for a ball. Ashley Aldridge helps out her assistant coaches, Madison Malaya, and the sisters, Shannon Callan, Rachel Callan. It's like a memory for me with I did their games when they played. And the Callan family are good friends. The Malayas are good friends. High for a ball. A rare 10 o'clock Saturday here on Good Friday. We wish everybody a very happy Easter. Lined in the left center field for a base hit in the gap. Center fielder gets over quickly and holds it to a single. Nice job by Crovo, the center fielder. Shinova slid and didn't let it go to the fence. Perez has got a leadoff single. Second hit for the Bulldogs. Ariano Reynoso, the center fielder, will be the hitter. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Pop foul off the backstop. Sleeper jumps on top, 1-2. Way high for a ball, evens the count at 2. English will be going through the regular season, winding up in the Holland tournament. The last Saturday and Sunday of May will be the Holland tournament here at Breed. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Sleeper. So far, all the L's have been strikeouts. English will be one of 4 teams. English, Classical, St. Mary's, and Swampscott. In for a strike. Alyssa Sierra is the designated player. She's hitting for the right fielder, Amali Fresco. Wide for a ball. Hit foul off the backstop, in on their hands. Waves at the pitch over ahead. So a hit followed by 2 swinging strikeouts. Brielle Guanci, the left fielder, will be the hitter. In for a strike. And now Coach Smith out again, moving the center field to the second base and the second baseman to the center field. I'm not sure what that's all about. Second time she's changed defense in the middle of an inning. In for strike 2. So Crovo has played 3 positions and we got 2 outs in the second inning. Line shot, foul. Hit foul again. Perez, the runner at first, she led off with a base hit. And she watched the next 2 hitters strike out swinging. Way up off the catcher's glove. That's going to move the runner down to second base. So English has another runner in scoring position, but again, 2 outs. Call third strike. So Sleeper gets it done again. She gave up a hit in the first inning, a triple, struck out the side. She gives up a leadoff single. She strikes out the side. All 6 outs for English have been strikeouts. Still nothing to choose between these 2. English nothing, Melrose nothing at the end of 2. 8-9-1 for Melrose as we start the 3rd inning. Bornekost, the right fielder, is the hitter. And again, I mentioned that Melrose gave me their lineup, but they didn't put first names down. Hit to third. Nice play by Jari Perez, the third baseman, over to Malloy, the first baseman. One pitch, one out. Here in the top of the third. Woodman, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Swing and a miss. Just inside the third base bag. She kind of walked down to first base. I don't know if she thought it was foul. She didn't really scoot down to first. Just got it inside the third base bag. So she's at first with one out. Tobin, the leadoff hitter, the shortstop. She got a base hit. She goes the other way and fouls it off. In for a strike. I'm smiling because the umpire is bailing out quite a bit. He's ducking. Down and in for a ball. In the air to center field, is going to drop for a base hit. So after an out, back-to-back hits to put runners at first and second for Melrose. Provo, the center fielder, hit a shot and hit it right to the shortstop, Johansson. In for a strike. On the corner, good pitch by LeBoy. That one's a little bit wide. Slap foul past first base. Just reached and hit that one the other way. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Down and away for a ball. Boy, Crowell, the center fielder, she crouches down. She's almost like 2 feet tall when she's ready to swing the bat. Way down. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. Two-way for the pitcher, Sleeper. And goes Smith again. Coming in to talk to the plate umpire. We're going to have a pinch runner. Smith, very, very active coach. Hitchman will be the runner at second base. Hit the shot. Nice play by the shortstop, Johansson. That wasn't hit that quickly. She got a good, strong throw over to Malloy. So LeBoy gives up back-to-back hits, but gets a big strikeout and the ground out, and they keep Melrose off the board. While I have time, I should mention the city of Lynn was hit very hard this week, losing some outstanding gentlemen. Joe Correnti, who was a teacher here at Breed Middle School, was a coach at different sports. He was an assistant coach for the classical soccer team. We lost Joe at a very early age. He was too young to go. I lost a very good friend, Dick Mag. He was a teammate of mine in fast pitch softball, and he was a athlete at Lynn Classical. He was a coach, baseball coach, successful at Lynn Classical. Outstanding gentleman. He had a lot of people will miss Dick Mag. And unfortunately, we lost another outstanding gentleman, Buzzy Barton, who had a huge impact on the city of Lynn. He was a very good athlete at English High School. He served the community extremely well, helping the community as a firefighter. Went on to be a head coach, both boys and girls, very successfully at Lynn English High School, and helped out the city, being a counselor at large, doing an awful lot for the community. He gave an awful lot. He helped an awful lot of young people, old people. The city of Lynn, losing Buzzy Barton leaves a huge hole, and you don't fill holes like that. You can't replace people like Buzzy Barton. He was an outstanding friend to so many, me especially. I love Buzzy Barton. He will be missed by so many. That's Guzman starting the inning with a swinging strikeout. Buzzy Barton contributed so much. He gave so much of himself to the city of Lynn. He helped so many young people along the way. He was always there if you needed him. He was a strong supporter of Lynn sports. You go to games at Fraser or Manning, and you would see Buzzy Barton rooting the Lynn teams home. So God bless you, Buzzy Barton. Rest in peace, and God bless Buzzy's family and his legion of friends, and he had many. Leander Pinero, the catcher, struck out leading off the first inning. We've had 7 outs. All 7 have been strikeouts. Pinero was the catcher. Swing and a miss. The beat goes on. 2 up, 2 down, striking out. Johansson hit a shot down the left field corner for a triple with one out. But Sleeper, the pitcher, got out of it by striking out the next two hitters, leaving Johansson at third. Swing and a miss. Chase that low pitch. Missing inside. Hit in the air to left field. Woodman, the left fielder, makes the play. Johansson got under it just enough to keep it in the air for Woodman to track it down. So a 1-2-3 inning, the first for Sleeper. We played 3 full here in this interleague battle. Still nothing to choose. English nothing, Melrose nothing at the end of 3. 4, 5, and 6 for Melrose as we start the 4th inning. Viola, the first baseman, will lead it off. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. You might be able to hear that wind through the microphone. It's blowing hard. Swing and a miss again. Quickly 1-2. Had to wait a bit while that dust blows across the diamond. Hit in the right field for a base hit. So for the second inning in a row, Melrose gets the leadoff hit around with a base hit. Jones is a designated player. She's hitting for the second baseman, Turner. She struck out swinging her first trip. The ball was thrown away coming back to the infield. Allowed Viola to move over to second base, so she's in scoring position with nobody out. Hit foul off the backstop. Quickly 2 strikes. Up and away for a ball. Down and in for a ball. Center fielder Reynoso for England is going to be a tired young lady at the end of this game. She's playing center field, but when the pitch goes by the hitter, the runner is off at second base. She runs 80 miles an hour to cover second base on a potential throw. And then she has to hustle back to play center field. I'm getting tired just watching her. Swing and a miss. Chase the high pitch. Another strikeout by LeBoy. Her fourth. Fauke, the third baseman, grounded out. First baseman unassisted back in the second inning. Slices it foul off to the right side out of play. Chase that high pitch. They like that high pitch. 0-2. Yes, we all just had something to say to the umpire. Now the umpire's going to call the base umpire in. I don't know what this is all about. Unless they were talking about the count. Unless Alder thought it was strike three. A little discussion going on. And we'll get back to Fauke stepping in the box. I can only guess that they checked to see if there was strike three. Alderman thought that one of those pitches was called a strike. Hit in the right field is going to drop for a base hit. The runner had to hold up to see if the ball would be caught. Now the runner will take off to second base. So Fauke gets a base hit. The runner goes to third. It was just a pop-up behind second base. Viola had to wait to see if the ball would be caught. She gets to third. And Fauke actually steals second base. She was at first. Nobody covering second. She just took off. So Melrose has second and third with one out for Albuha. Fouled off. Albuha, the catcher. Hopefully I get it right once. She struck out swinging her first trip. Popped up. The wind took it away. They can't make the play. The run's going to score. High pop-up. Left fielder, center fielder, shortstop. The wind is blowing like 80 miles an hour. It looked like Johansson had the play. It blew away from her. Fell in front of the left fielder. Albuha gets a base hit and an RBI. And Melrose gets on the board first. That's tough. That looked like an easy play. But with the wind blowing, it just blew it all over the place. Bordercost, the right fielder, will be the hitter. So Melrose breaks the ice, gets on the board first. High for ball again, and the umpire ducking all over the place. I think he'd rather be doing the bases. There goes Reynoso, the center fielder again, hustling in, trying to cover second base. In for a strike. Melrose has 2 on, first and second, 1 out, a run in. Jumping on top of English here in the top of the 4th. That one goes to the backstop. Now it's going to be second and third. In for a strike. Way up. And it's ball 4. Woodman, the left fielder, got a base hitter first time up. So the bases are loaded with 1 out. Hit foul, out of play. It goes to the backstop. The runner's going to score. Runners move up to second and third.
It's a beautiful day.
So it's second and third now with 2 runs in as they score on the wild pitch. Hit in the center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Woodman's got her second base hit along with an RBI. First and third for Tobin, the leadoff hitter, who's got 2 base hits in 2 trips. In for a strike as Woodman steals second base. So it's second and third with 1 out. Swing and a miss. She ran up like she was going to slap. Call third strike. Kind of a tough pitch. Second strikeout in the inning for LeBoy. Grove is lined to the shortstop and struck out swinging. He's the center fielder for Melrose. In for a strike. Hit foul off the backstop. Again, this is Krobo, the center fielder. She's probably about maybe 5 feet tall, but when she crouches in the batter's box, she's about 2 feet tall. She gets way down. Look at, I've never seen anything like that. She's almost even with the catcher who's way down. Nice stop by the catcher Pinero. That keeps the runners at second and third. Popped up. Johansson can't make the play. It's over her head. 2 runs are going to score. Again, a little flare. Probably should have been caught. Grover gets a base hit and 2 RBI. A big 2-out hit. So the bottom 4 in the order for Melrose have scored in this inning. They put 5 on the board. And sleep of the pitch will be the 9th hitter in the inning. Just a couple of pop-ups that just over the head of the shortstop. Center fielder, left fielder had no play because they're playing out in the outfield, and the ball was only 5 or 6 feet out in the outfield grass. But they couldn't make the play, and it drops in for base hits. I think LeBoy deserves a better fate. She could have been out of this inning a while ago. Hit in the right field for a base hit. Skipping past. They're going to send the runner around second, heading for third. Sleeper's got a triple. She helps herself. Melrose has put 6 on the board. And Viola, who started this inning with a base hit and scored the first run, is the 10th hitter in the inning. Hit. Nice play by the left field. That looked like it was going to be in the gap. Quancy made a great running catch. So Melrose sends 10 to the plate. 6 of them score. 6 hits and a walk. And English has got some work to do as we move into the bottom half of the 4th inning. Melrose breaks that 0-0 tie by putting 6 on the board. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 4th. When that wind blows, it can be very chilly here at the ballpark. It slows down every once in a while, and not too bad a day considering the weather we've had the last couple of days. Again, happy Easter to everybody as we start another season here at LETV with baseball and softball. So Sleeper on the mound has done a pretty good job. The fly to left field to end the 3rd inning is the only out that wasn't a strikeout. She's got 7 strikeouts. Gracie Malloy was called on strikes back in the 1st inning. She's the first baseman for the Bulldogs. Down and in for a ball. Popped up to the second baseman who makes a one-handed stab. Turner went high in the air and picked it. One away in the 4th. Ariana Laboy, the pitcher, was called out on strikes. She takes the first pitch for a strike. Swing and a missed. 0-2. Waves of the pitch for strike 3. Another strikeout for Sleeper. 2 away in the 4th. 8 in a row retired by Sleeper. Down and in for a ball. Jari Perez got a base hit, leading off the 2nd inning. Got as far as second base. Sleeper struck out the side for the 2nd inning in a row to get out of it. In for a strike. He's got another base hit. Perez lines this one past the shortstop in the left field. So English has a base runner with 2 outs for Ariana Reynoso, the center fielder, who struck out swinging her one trip. In for a strike. Hit foul off the backstop and over the backstop. Swing and a miss. thought the first pitch was a strike, but it was a ball, so it's 1-2 the count. Hit foul off the backstop, stays alive. And we'll do 1-2 again. Swing and a miss. She gets 2 more strikeouts in the inning. So Ingles gets another base hit, but they leave another base runner. We've completed 4 here in this interleague battle. That big 6-run 4th inning is the difference. Melrose 6, English nothing at the end of 4. 5, 6, and 7 for Melrose as we start the 5th inning. Jones, the designated player, hitting for the second baseman. Turner has struck out twice. Both times swinging. In for a strike. High for a ball. Solid shot past third base into left field. Melrose has the leadoff hitter on for the second inning in a row. Falk, the third baseman, grounded to first, singled and scored. So she's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And that wind really picks up and blowing really strong. Hit in the right field for a base hit. So back-to-back hits starts the 5th inning. Albuha, the catcher, struck out swinging. In that big 6-run inning, she got a base hit, knocking in a run and scored a run. So she's 1 for 2 with a run scored in RBI. High for a ball. So we were 0-0 for 3 innings, but Melrose unloaded, sending 10 to the plate in the 6th inning, scoring 6 times to jump on top. Now they're looking for more, with the first 2 hitters getting base hits. Hit to first base. Nice play by Malloy. Picked it for the out. Took a hit and RBI away from Albuha. The runners move up. Bornacost, the right fielder, grounded to third, walked and scored in the 6th inning. In for a strike. I still don't know how this umpire calls balls and strikes, because he's ducking on every pitch. In for a strike again. High for a ball. One crossed is the right fielder for Melrose. He is Bornacost. Wide for a ball. Hit foul off the backstop. So Jones led with a single, Funk followed with a single, and then Malloy made a nice play, picking what would have been a base hit into right field by the catcher, Alba. The runners moved up, and that's where we are, second and third with one out here in the top of the fifth. Call third strike. He likes that low pitch, the umpire. Two-way for Woodman. The left fielder's got 2 base hits and 2 trips. She scored a run and knocked in a run in that big 6-run fourth inning. So she's 2 for 2. In for a strike. There's that low pitch again. He loves that low pitch. Bunts it foul. And this is not Woodman. This is Hitzman, who was hitting. Foul tip, stays alive off the glove of Pinero. I just happened to notice when she turned around, wearing number 1. Chase, that pitch was way up over her head, strikes out. So LeBoy gets 2 strikeouts in the inning. They get 2 hits to start the inning, but they're stranded on the base pass. Six strikeouts for LeBoy. And the difference is still that 1 4th inning. So Ingles will try to get something started. 7, 8, and 9 to face Leeper, who's been tough. She's given up 2 base hits. She struck out 9. She struck out 10. A pop up to second and a fly to left are the only outs that weren't strikeouts. Alyssa Sierra, the designated player, struck out swinging. She's hitting for the right fielder, Amali Fresco. Swing and a miss. Waves at the pitch again. Call third strike. Four of the 5 innings, the first out has been a strikeout. The only inning was the fourth with the pop up to second base. Briella Quanti, the left fielder, was called on strikes. And here goes Smith again making substitutions. I'm not sure what this is for. This is the third inning where she shifted players. The center fielder goes to second base. The second baseman goes to center field. Hit foul down the first baseline. Swing and a miss. The catcher dropped the ball, but she tags the hitter out. So another strikeout. Two up, two down. She's got an even dozen strikeouts. Guzman, the second baseman, waves at the first pitch. Waves at the pitch over her head. She strikes out the side for the third time. She struck out the side in the first and the second. She got 2 in the third and the fourth. Now she strikes out the side. She's got 13 strikeouts. English is down in the fifth. And the difference is still that 1 inning by Melrose where they got 6, and that's where we are. Melrose 6, English nothing as we move into the 6th inning. Top of the order for Melrose as we start the 6th inning. Tobin, the shortstop, has singled twice. Last time up, she was called out on strikes. High for a ball. Low for a ball. In for a strike, and then again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but that umpire, because he's bailing out, he was leaning toward the Melrose dugout, calling that pitch a strike. Hit the other way, it goes foul past third base. I don't know how you can call balls and strikes with bouncing all over the place. Call third strike. Seven strikeouts for LeBoy. Hit off the second baseman's glove, and now he throws it away over the head of Malloy. So Grovo will reach with the error. looked like she recovered and was going to make the play, and then it kind of slipped out of her hands. She threw it way up over the head of Malloy at first base. Sweep of the pitcher. Tripled in a runner last time up. High for a ball. Line to right field, right at the right fielder. Fresco almost didn't have to move. Sleeper hit a shot, but hit it right at the right fielder. 2 away. Viola got a base hit and scored a run her last time up. Part of that 6-run inning. Swing and a miss. Low for a ball. High for a ball. Way over the head of the hitter. Had duck out of the way of that one. In for a strike. Out at second base. Nice throw by Pinero, the catcher. Nice tag by the shortstop, Johansson. Now they check, and they're going to call her safe. Base umpire went really emphatic, calling her out. And the reason, he was very emphatic calling her out. But what happened was, hit in the center field for a base hit. It gets by everybody. 2 runs are going to score. Around second, and you'll get the second triple of the inning. Going back to the hitter before that, they threw the runner out at second base. They were celebrating. But it was ball 4 on the hitter, and she walked. That was the play on that. She did throw her out. The base umpire did very emphatically say out. Right through the wickets at second base. And another run scores. So they put 3 more on the board. It looked like they were out of the inning with the throwout, but the pitch was ball 4. Followed by the triple, and now the error. And they put 3 more on the board. Albuhara struck out, singled in a run and scored a run, and bounced to the first baseman. I should say bounced to the first. He hit a shot that Malloy made a pick at first base. A very nice play. Took a hit away and an RBI away. Maybe 2 if the ball goes down in the corner. There were 2 runners on base. High and tight for a ball. And that Malloy play came on an inning when Melrose had the first 2 hitters on base and didn't score in the 5th. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. She's at first base. The ball got away from the catcher. She strikes out but reaches. So it's a strikeout for LeBoy, her second in the inning. And Melrose is going to get 4 outs in this 6th inning. Bornekost grounded to the third, walked and scored, struck out. Being called out on strikes. High for a ball. So it looked like Inglis is out of the inning with the throw out at second, but the pitch was ball 4. So he had to come back out in the field. Jones follows with a triple, an infield error, and now a strikeout that reaches. Normally she wouldn't be able to reach with the runner at first base, but with 2 outs, she can go. In for a strike. O'Neill is the pinch runner at first base for the catcher. Call third strike. So Melrose gets 4 outs. LeBoy strikes out 3 in the inning. But that ball 4 that if it was ball 3, it ends the inning. But it's ball 4, so the runner being thrown on second gets a reprieve, and it winds up with Melrose putting 3 on the board with the triple following, and then the error and the strikeout reaching. So they get the 1 base hit. Nine strikeouts for LeBoy, who's pitching well. We'll move in to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and it'll be the top of the order for the Bulldogs to face Sleeper, who's having a game and a half. She's given up 3 base hits, two of them to Jari Perez. She hasn't walked anybody. And she struck out 13. Hit foul. And I will not be able to tell you any substitution for Melrose because the roster just blew away. And it's blown a mile away with the wind blowing 80 miles an hour. Shotting up like she's going to bunt, took the pitch down and away for a ball. Pinero has struck out twice, both times swinging. Popped up. Nice play by the shortstop. Just over the pitcher's head. The shortstop, Tobin, came in and dove and made the play. Very nice defensive play by the shortstop. If she doesn't make that, it's a base hit for Pinero. Kate Johansson tripled and flied to left. And here we go again. I'm not sure what this is all about, but now they're making several changes. The second baseman's going to go to shortstop. The shortstop's going to go to left field. The left fielder's going to go to second base. I don't understand what this is all about, what the purpose is. They're leading 9-0. I don't think they have to worry about too many defensive miscues now. But this is the third or fourth inning when she's made wholesale changes during the inning. And I was considering that the center fielder was playing second base and the second baseman was in center field, and the left fielder is now at second base. And it's like a chess match, playing checkers, move everybody all over the place. Hit in the air. Third baseman steps one step into foul territory, makes the play. So two infield pop-ups starts the sixth inning. It'll bring up Grace Malloy, the first baseman who was called on strikes and popped to second base. Hit foul off the backstop. Down and in for a ball. Popped up. Pitcher will make the play. That's the first inning that Sleeper didn't get a strikeout, but she gets three infield pop-ups for three easy outs. She makes the last play herself. English is down to their last out, 3 outs, as Melrose leads it 9-0 at the end of 6 innings. It'll be the top of the order again, leading off. Tobin led off the 6th inning. They batted around scoring 3 runs with only 1 hit. Pitch is low for a ball. Tobin has singled twice and struck out twice. Both called 3rd strikes. Hit foul off the backstop. Top of the 7th. Melrose with a 9-0 lead. In for a strike. Hit foul at home plate. Hit foul again. Tobin hanging around. The wind playing havoc with my rosters. Swing and a miss. The boy gets another strikeout. That's her 10th. She struck out 10 players. Grove, the center fielder, was lined out, struck out, singled in 2 runs and scored, reached on error and scored. Hit in left field for a base hit. She's on for the 3rd time. She got 11 strikeouts. I forgot the strikeouts it reached. Sweep of the pitcher, lined out, grounded out, tripled in a run, and hit a shot right at the right fielder. So she's 1 for 4 with an RBI. Excuse me, this is the first hit that struck out was Hitchman, the left fielder. I missed a batter. Tobin, the leadoff hitter, got her 3rd hit. This is Grove. The reason I recognized her is because she's that short. Creeps way down at the plate. She pops up to the first baseman for the 2nd out. This is Sleeper, the pitcher, who's got a triple and an RBI and 4 trips, and she fouls it off the backstop. A big tip of the hat to the Babe Ruth people. Rich Avery, the new president, he takes over for Jeff Earp, who did a tremendous job. Jeff Earp really worked hard. All these guys for Babe Ruth, they get zilch for peg. They don't get a nickel. but they spend an awful lot of time down here fixing the fields, coaching and working with the kids, keeping them active. They do a tremendous job down here. And Jeff Erb did a great job. He's no longer in charge of Babe Ruth. Wish him the best with his health. Hit the shot, wobbled. Sleeper's going to reach on the error. Fighting a losing battle here. The wind is playing havoc with my rosters and my score sheet. It's blowing all over the place. So 2 on with 2 out for Viola, the first baseman. Last 2 times up, she singled and scored, walked and scored. Hit over the center fielder's head. Two RBI for Viola. On base the last 3 times. So the error hurt. Melrose makes it 11. Jones has struck out twice. She singled and then tripled in 2 runs. So the last 2 at-bats have been productive. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. In for strike 3. Two more strikeouts. 12 strikeouts for LeBoy. Unfortunately, a couple of minutes ago, they scored 3 runs in the 6th after it looked like they were out of the inning with a throw out at second base, but the pitch to the batter was ball 4. They put the runner back at second, followed by a triple and an error. They put 3 on the board. Now they have an infield error, followed by a 2-run double. They put 2 more on the board. So they could very easily be still in this game, but Melrose puts those runs on the board. Melrose put this one away. Bunching 6 hits and a walk in the 4th inning. They put 6 on the board. 3 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th makes it 11-0. And Jones, who was the designated player, is going to be the new pitcher. So Sleeper goes 6 innings. gives up 3 base hits, doesn't walk a batter, strikes out 13. She retired the last 6 in a row. "15 of the last 16. She was almost unhittable on the mound. English had an opportunity to get on the board first. Johansson got a triple in the bottom of the first with 1 out, but Sleeper struck out the next 2. And Melrose made a few changes defensively. But LeBoy struck out 12, only walked 2. One of those walks scored. A couple of wild pitches scored along with an error, a couple of errors. And LeBoy will lead off the 7th inning. It's been a feast or a famine for Lynn English. The last game they won, they scored 32 runs. They're on the verge of being shut out here. Hit to second base. They'll throw LeBoy out. Johnny Perez is perfect. She's got 2 base hits. She's got 2 of the 3 hits that English has. In for a strike. So pitches together. Sleeper strikes out 13. LeBoy strikes out 12. Popped up. Second baseman will make her second play in the inning. And they get Perez for the first time. And English is down to their last out. Reynoso was struck out twice. Pitch misses for a ball. Low for a ball. So through 6 innings, 13 strikeouts. The defense didn't have to do very much. Sleeper took care of that on the mound. Hit the second base off the glove. They can't make the play. Reynoso will extend the inning, reaching on the error. Alyssa Sierra has struck out twice. Hits it foul off the catcher. That one bounces to home plate. 1-1. Swing and a miss. English down to their last strike. Down and away for a ball. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Drop foul into the English dugout, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Chase the pitch for strike 3. 14th strikeout for Melrose ends the game. And English gets shut out. Melrose got all they needed in the 4th inning. They bunched 6 hits and a walk for 6 runs, and that was all they needed. They added 3 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th for a total of 11. English had a triple with 1 out in the 1st, couldn't get the runner home. A leadoff single by Perez in the 2nd, followed by 3 strikeouts. Perez got the 3rd hit for English in the game, but it came with 2 outs, followed by a strikeout. And then the last 10 were retired. There was an error in the 7th inning. English winds up with 3 base hits. Jerry Perez got 2 of them, 2 for 3. Johansson got the other hit, a triple. And that was it, 3 hits for the Bulldogs as they strike out 14 times in 21 outs. Makes it easy for the defense for Melrose. And Melrose will go to 3-1. English won't get 2 in a row. They'll drop to 1-2. So 11-0 Melrose over English in this interleague battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.